and are ready for today's story. Today, my story is about a boy called Jerry. Jerry is a really funny boy, as his friends would say. He would always make funny faces like this or this, and he would always make them laugh. But sometimes Jerry will get really angry, really easily, and he'll suddenly start shouting at his friends. Then his friends won't be laughing anymore. One day, Jerry was walking down the street and he was thinking, okay, today I need to make sure to stay calm. I need to make sure that I don't end up shouting at my friends so much. Then he took another really big breath. While he was walking, he then saw his friends in a nearby park. His friends were called Thomas and Carl. He went up to them. He said, "Hi guys, how are you doing? What are you doing here?" Then Thomas said, "Oh, we're okay, but we're just really bored." Then Carl said, "Yeah, which is why we're sitting here. We have nothing to do." Then Jerry was thinking and he thought, "Oh, why don't we go get ice cream? Maybe if you guys have any money, we can go get some." But then Thomas and Carl both said, "Sorry, we don't have money." Now, Jerry was getting a tiny bit angry. But he wasn't that angry, so he was just starting to squint a bit. And you could see his ears were turning a bit red. Then he thought, "Oh, let's play hide and seek." Then Thomas said, "Oh yeah, that's a great idea. Let's go play hide and seek." But then Carl said, "Oh no, we can't play hide and seek. I'm really bad at that. I always lose. And there aren't many hiding spots in this park." Now Jerry was getting really angry. He even made a giant stomp on the ground. Then he said, after a long thought, he said, "Let's go to the lake and skim some rocks down it." Then Thomas and Carl both agreed. Finally, Jerry was starting to lower his anger a tiny bit. But then Carl said, "Oh no, wait, I can't come. My parents said I need to stay in this park and I can't go anywhere else." Now, Jerry had finally lost it. And now he was screaming at Thomas and Carl, saying, "Why can't you guys ever come? Why can't you guys ever come with me and do something fun? You're always being so boring." Now, Jerry was really upset. So he stormed off to the much bigger park. And he went to his quiet place, as he would call it. It was just in a small corner in the park. He would go and he would just sit there behind some small bushes. Next to this park, there was some houses surrounding it. And the house right next to Jerry's special place was the house of Mr. Elliot. Now Mr. Elliot, he was a retired man. He was a bit old. So then, Mr. Elliot was looking over the fence and thinking, "Jerry, is that you? What are you doing here all alone?" Jerry said, "Oh, no, I'm fine. You don't have to talk to me. You can go." But Mr. Elliot, he knew Jerry was feeling sad. So he said, "What happened? Why are you here without your friends? Are you okay?" Then Jerry said, "Well, my friends are always so boring and they never come with me to anywhere. And I always end up getting so angry and shouting at them. Usually I'm really funny, but sometimes I just get really angry." Then Mr. Elliot said, "Oh, what do you do when you get angry?" And Jerry said, "Well, first I start to squint a lot, and then I end up stomping on the ground. Then eventually I just end up shouting at all my friends." Then Jerry asked Mr. Elliot, "What do you do when you get angry?" Mr. Elliot said, Oh, well, I don't usually get angry. Jerry thought, how do you not get angry? I get angry so often. Mr. Elliot said, so what did your friends do to make you upset? They didn't come with you? Jerry said, yeah. Then Mr. Elliot said, so that's more of you feeling sad, isn't it? Not much of anger. Then Jerry thought, oh, you're right. I never thought of it like that. So Mr. Elliot said, next time you get angry, instead of stomping or squinting or shouting, just take a small deep breath and you will hopefully become calmer. You should definitely try this, Jerry. I'm sure it will help you. Then Jerry said thank you to Mr. Elliot and he went home. The next day, Jerry thought, oh, I need to go say hi to my friends and maybe say sorry. So he was walking around thinking, where are they? Oh, they must be at the lake. So he was walking to the lake and then there they were, standing on the other side. They seemed to have seen Jerry, but they hadn't invited him to come and play yet. Now Jerry felt sad, so he sat by himself on the other side of the lake. Then Carl saw this and he thought, hey Jerry, do you want to come and play with us? Because now Carl had realized Jerry was upset. Jerry said, oh yes, please, please. So he was running to them. But he wasn't looking where he was walking. And he ended up walking on a really muddy part of the ground. Then he slipped. And whilst he was getting up, he could hear his friends smirking. Then, while he was coming closer, they started laughing at him. Jerry was thinking. He took a deep breath and thought, instead of shouting at them and saying mean things to them, he said, being laughed at isn't funny. Then his friend said, oh no, we weren't laughing at you falling. We were laughing because you look so silly and you're so funny. Then Jerry thought, oh, really? And then he looked down at himself and thought, oh, I guess this is quite funny. And then he started laughing too. As we can learn from this story, we need to make sure that we need to try and stay calm. We shouldn't always straight away get so angry whenever something might even just upset us. It might not even make us angry. It might just make us sad. We need to remember to try and take a deep breath. And then we need to stay calm. Now I'm going to offer a small prayer. Dear Jesus, thank you for today. And thank you for helping us all to be safe. Please help us to remember we should always take a deep breath and try to stay as calm as we can instead of always getting angry. Please help us to remember to not get angry for just some small things. Please help us to remember this as we go through our week. In Jesus' precious name I pray. Amen. I hope you enjoyed my story this week. And if you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a comment in the comments and share this video with others. Also, make sure to like and subscribe if you want more videos. Bye!
You are watching Revival TV, ministering minds through media.